Hey Mike, this is Matt with Search Strategy Marketing. We've been in business since 2009. We help local service businesses come up in search. And in this case here, I want to give you 3 tips so you can outrank these guys, Aquamax Sprinkler Systems, for the keyword sprinkler repair, Plano, Texas, or Plano. And there's a bunch of things that you can do that will actually help you to get up there. So I want to show you that now. All right. Well, first and foremost, I do like this site. I know you have, this is a Wix site. Maybe there might be a part here where you could tell them you don't want to have their branding on there. Just get rid of that. I do see that you have North Texas here, and at your title tag, American Irrigation and Landscape. We'd want to find a keyword that we can put in there. And a keyword is anything, and a buyer intent keyword at that. So sprinkler repair Plano is a buyer intent keyword. We want Google to know that you are trying to come up for that. So it could be, if the goal is Dallas, you could put Dallas sprinkler repair or sprinkler installation, or a whole variety of them, a sprinkler system installation or contractor. There's a whole bunch we could talk about, but you want to be very clear as to what you are doing to Google. That tells them from the very beginning. And this is your branded name, so you want to say North Texas sprinkler installation. That may be enough, okay? The next thing I would suggest is that you have this nice, beautiful picture here. I'd also suggest having a call to action button that says, call us now. You have a little contact us in the button. I guess that would suffice, but I would love to say, get a free estimate or something like that too. And also, I think this is click to call. It's not on my desktop, but it probably is on a mobile phone. So that's important too. All right. The next thing I want to mention is that Google loves content. They just eat it up. So the more content that you could put on this web page, the better. So you could talk about these services in all these different ways. And then you could also talk about all the different locations that you have. And you talk about it here in the service area. If you really want to do some damage here, you could create a page for each one of these and have content on there. And within that content, there's an opportunity to put keywords. So what are the keywords I'm talking about? All right, so here's one that I picked. So I picked sprinkler repair Plano, and it's 210 searches a month. Well, there's all kinds of varieties of the just repair alone that you can see almost 400 or 500 just talking about repair in Plano. Now you've got all these different locations. You want to be able to come up and search for those. So the more pages that you have, the better. You're telling Google more and more about your service areas, your site, what you're trying to do, and the more likely they are going to show you in search results when you are telling them exactly what you want. So within that homepage, you could weave in some of these keywords. This is a tool I use called SEMrush. It just tells me all kinds of diagnostics and research, etc. There are free tools out there that you can use, but you can see here, irrigation system install Plano, 50 searches a month. And these are relatively easy keywords to come up for, and that's Plano. If you think about some of the service areas that you have, some of the smaller towns, it might even be easier to get in those to start to come up in search. All right, so how are we going to do that? So let's look at this guy, Aquamax. And I was talking about content. He's got a lot of content, and this is just one page around Plano. He's got probably 1,000, 1,500 words. He's got his videos. He's got a ton of content on here. The more content, again, the better. So we want to put this amount of content on there. Well, let's talk about the next thing, which is going to be backlinks. And that's the next tip I have for you. So backlinks are any link that's coming from another website to your website. The more links you have, the more Google thinks that others are vouching for you, and they see them as endorsements. And the more endorsements you have, the more popular you are, and therefore they're going to be putting you up in search. They should be relevant. They should be local. If you could get the Mavericks, for example, to link back to your site, that's a hugely relevant because it's local and they're high authority. But think about your other local businesses, manufacturers, distributors, other businesses that you work with, government agencies, newspapers, anywhere you can get a link back from. Now, you can also look at other people's backlinks and say, I want to have as many backlinks as they have. So these guys, I think that this is them, Dallas Sprinkler Repair. Yeah, this is their site. This one page, actually their whole page has 1,400 backlinks and 227 referring domains. And these guys are not by any means out of reach from you, but they get 730 searches a month, whereas you get 17. And you're getting it's all branded, really. And so this guy, he's getting 730 searches a month because he's got all these backlinks from all these domains, and he's coming up for Dallas sprinkler repair, even more keywords here. So think again about all that content that you can put on your site. The more content you put on there, the more opportunity you have to put in keywords, and then you can start to come up for these Dallas terms and the Plano terms. All right, so that's backlinks in a nutshell, and the content. You can see the difference between the amount of content and the amount of backlinks and what that means. So 730 searches a month, typically 10% of those will turn into a lead if they're coming to your website and they're buyer intent keywords, again, meaning they're saying sprinkler repair. And somebody's not saying sprinkler repair Dallas. That person's not saying I want to learn how to do it. They're saying I need someone to come help me with it. So the more that you get that, the more that you get that help, or that people are asking for help, that 10% of that traffic is going to turn into a lead. Let's say half of them turn into a customer. That is a significant amount of customers coming in the door for you. So definitely suggest this content and backlinking approach. All right. So the third thing I want to talk about here is just sort of the lay of the land here. At the top here, this is Google guaranteed. They do a business check or background check on you, and they say, all right, well, we're going to certify their work. If they come in and do it, Google says it's going to be good, and if not, they'll cover the cost of whatever went wrong. So you pay to be in this area. These have a high conversion. This is just normal Google ads. You can put a picture and you can put additional information in there. It's pay to play. This area is the Google Map Pack, and the way that this is where you have your name, your address, and your phone number. And what you need to do is you need to get reviews. That's important. You need to make sure you have a claim on your Google business profile. I didn't check to see reviews. You want to have a lot of pictures on there with geotags saying, here's my work. This is where I've done this work. And then there's also, you have to have citations. When citations are your name, address, and phone number across the web. So the more you have your name, your address, and phone number in directories like Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, etc., the more likely they are to put you in this map pack. So between those three things, if you can get an ad going, if you can be in this map pack, or if you can be in the top organic search, a lot of traffic comes to you. If you can be in all three of them, even better, because then they're going to recognize that your business is there. So I hope this was helpful, Mike. Again, thanks for your time, and I would love it if you give me some feedback. And if you want to have any further conversation, I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.